The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. The Dome, home to the Orange in Syracuse University. The Hokies will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Orange offense will take the field, and they have the first possession of this game. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Got a man. It's Gill. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Syracuse lines up on 3rd and short. Scanning the field, it's Calandria. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. To the air on first down. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
You don't get a lot of chances like that in games, guys. Take shots downfield, and when you get open, you got to finish the play. The wideout's going to wish he had that one back.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Cook. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. Syracuse has a really nice drive going. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football.
Strikes first, delivers the punch, and works his way to the 31. The Orange with a lot of work to do on 3rd and long. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll have to generate power and some accuracy. A 50-yarder from the left hash. Just drives it between the uprights. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
So Virginia Tech's offense will go to work for the first time. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. That they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Finds him out of the backfield. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that shoulder. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. We're going to make it that easy for us.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Makes a catch, 1st down and maybe a lot more. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30. Handoff from the gun. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Fires toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
3rd down, understanding exactly where the sticks are. You got to stop certain routes so they don't get to certain depths. Quarterback completes him, gets another 1st down. Got to be a little bit more mindful of where those sticks are.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They'll leave it with the lone back. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. And the Hokies trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Try to barge their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the 2nd level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. 1st snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw. It's Calandria. Makes the grab on the left. Reaches into the bag of moves and finds his way up to the 31.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. The Orange now facing a 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. Can't get him to the ground. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Syracuse will send out the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Caught in the backfield. It's Smith. Turning it on. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Single back formation, and they give it to him. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Hokies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play.
But how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blink...
There he goes! He was on his way. He could smell it. He gets it inside the 10. They stop him at the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Makes the catch. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies.
And it's a really nice play call that time by the offensive coordinator because you just had an explosive run getting you down close to the goal line. I think everybody on defense was expecting them to just turn around and hand it off again. Not the case. Now you go pass. Really nice catching the defense off guard, and they get the touchdown. Bang, bang, 2 plays, 6 points on the board.
Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Using his legs, it's Willis. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Syracuse lines up on 3rd and short.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Calandria. He's going for a big play downfield. He's got it. Touchdown, Syracuse. Once he got some room, it was over.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. We're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on first down where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these first downs, right? You want to create negative plays to make this offense so much more predictable.
Need 10 yards on this 3rd down, and they're backed up inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Wants to throw on first down. He's got the tight end. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
They're working that left side. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. It's now a 1-point game, 14-13.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over, and while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Looking to buy time. He'll pull it down. Got a first down. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Makes the grab. It's Selden. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And the Hokies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give is to Smith. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss. They completely flip the script, almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
The Hokies come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Looking to throw for it. Tight end finds a soft spot. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. And the Hokies have this offense rolling. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the back. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
The Hokies trying to cash it in on first and goal. Touch pass on the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Buys a little time with his feet. Touchdown, Virginia Tech! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, heat that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Looking for a man. It's Calandria. Complete to the left. At midfield, he's got room. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Catch in the middle, it's Tremble. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. It's caught. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Out of the shotgun on third down. He wants it all. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Splits the uprights. Good. That'll cut this lead down to 5. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Grabbed in the middle, it's Green. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. And he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the first down.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Splits the uprights from 56, and he's got 3 on the board. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. From inside the 15, here's the return. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here. Now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Tough to beat a good first half of football in a great town like Syracuse.
Syracuse has it teed up, ready to kick off and start this second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
It's all about critical downs and distances on defense. You want to be great unit defensively, you've got to be good on third down and in the red zone. For this defense giving up a third down like that, that is just a gut punch.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so This coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Dumps it to the back. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Hokies line up to punt it away. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Finds a little space. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Big play to start this drive, and they're already out at the 48. It's 1st down. Looking to pass. It's Calandria. That's caught. It's Denson.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the end route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Syracuse might take a shot here on 2nd and short. On the move, it's Willis. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Got it in the middle. It's Garcia. Finds a crease at the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Orange. They have to go for 2 to try to tie it up right now. Well, they got the touchdown, and the quarterback also had snot bubbles the size of his fist coming out of his nose after that hit.
And you don't want to take too many of those shots. You got the touchdown, but the offensive line, obviously, a little bit more protection would be good. But in the end, touchdown.
Syracuse, 22.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms and all the years coaching, everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it. And the momentum has swung to the other side. You got to get it back.
The throw to the outside is complete. Rip. Create a good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Find some fresh air. Makes it past the marker. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Hokies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the ground, he's got it again. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Buys a little time. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Smith. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And the Hokies will try to convert on 4th down. He might want another play. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the 3rd quarter, 2nd half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. And you just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the 2nd half. Someone had to step up and make a play. They just couldn't get it done.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, looking for the score. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for 6. Touchdown, Hokies. Fitted in the window for the score. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking for a gap. It's Willis. Defense just going after him. They stop him for a loss of 6. The Orange trying to come up with an explosive play to convert this 3rd down. Looking to throw. It's Calandria. Throws for the tight end. Makes a connection. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Syracuse will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. We're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Opening play of the drive from the 39. With the last drive in for a touchdown, they'll try to do it again on this one. Looking to the big tight end. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Here's the handoff. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there. 3rd and long coming up.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Give to the running back. Oh, he's got some space. And Talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen.
31, Syracuse, 22.
They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. They'll ride the hot hand. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The Hokies with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game. But
a shot toward the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let him fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing the football in the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big plays. Understand he's going to be aggressive and take shots.
So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And is slips just inside that right upright. And now the lead is even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Dropping back, it's Calandria. Rushes on him. That's caught. It's Denson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, that last play is a beautiful start to this drive. You've got some work to do here. You've got some mountain you've still got to climb if you're going to win this game. A couple of minutes left. You've got the horses to get you there, but it's all about getting the drive started with a positive play, and they found that on that last one.
Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. Syracuse mere inches away from a third down conversion. Surging forward on the sneak. And I don't think he got it. The defense stands tall on 3rd and inches. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Gets the back moving. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Syracuse right back at it. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Syracuse has a really nice drive going.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock, that is at a premium for this offense.
Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. To the air. It's Calandria. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
He's looking to pass. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
Going to swing it on second down. Touchdown, Cuse. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. Tulane is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Sean King, and they are right back in this. It's a tight one right now. They're trailing by only 5 to Navy. We'll circle back. If anything big happens in this clash in the American, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Second down, he'll throw it. Moving away from pressure. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that, pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for it every single play.
And the Hokies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Hokies will line it up on 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. And the Hokies have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
Don't worry about it.
This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, you know, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That's going to do it from here.